Welcome, Sagittarius. This is Art Kozak with Art Kozak Tarot, and this is your Wheel of Fortune reading for the remainder of February 2020. The Wheel of Fortune is a reading designed specifically to let you know where your opportunities lie. And these may be opportunities in terms of relationships, this may be in terms of money, professionally, but getting your life moving forward in the direction that you want to go. Right now, what I'm showing for you is that you have a lot of good mental energy going on. Maybe even a little bit of an excess of mental energy going on. Things are very clear. You have a lot of mental clarity. But again, you need to find direction for that. And you're probably feeling the need to gain direction for that. And I have to say, Sagittarius, is for the many of these readings that I have done so far, a few for this channel, but many more before, this is one of the most interesting. And so I'm going to have to do my best to tell you what the cards are telling me. Some of this is going to apply to you. Try to, again, take it as it resonates, as they say. But with that clear mental energy, you're trying to figure out what to do. One of the primary opportunities that I'm seeing for you right now has to do with walking away from something. And this may be from a relationship, this may be from a situation, a living situation, this may be from a job. Now, always use your best judgment. Especially when a fortune teller is advising you to walk away from something. But what the cards are telling me, it involves walking away from something that you're fed up with and you're ready to be done with. You're just over it. You're probably over it already, and you're already thinking that. How are you going to go about doing that? Well, from what I see here, it's going to involve being strong, gaining your strength, and accepting that you might be out in the cold a little bit. Accepting that you're going to go on your own. If this is a hard road in front of you, fine. I'm strong and I can do that. Accepting that. This might involve accepting some material simplicity on your part. Cutting back on the material comforts around you, whether willingly or unwillingly. But it does involve accepting and stepping into your strength. And this will give you what you need to be able to walk away from that which you, again, are just done and over with. If this message is resonating with you, quite likely you know what exactly that situation is. Now, further, how do you gain that strength? Well, it kind of goes hand in hand. In life, in the reality of the universe, the story is not one episode after another. Often two things have to happen simultaneously. The left and the right foot have to work together. And so by stepping into your strength, you're going to be able to, and accepting the hard road in front of you, if there is one, you're going to be able to walk away from, again, that situation that is bad for you, that situation that you're done with and you don't need. But also, by doing that, you will gain your strength. Making that decision is what will give you the strength. So the one hand works with the other here. And I also see as an impetus, as part of the impetus for this move that is possible for you if you choose to take it, the granting of a wish. You getting your wish granted, or you granting a wish for another person, perhaps. But I think you, at the very least, stepping in to your own independent happiness, that is the primary opportunity that you have with regards to this scenario. And it may involve, again, someone granting a wish, or you just deciding that you're going to be the wish granter of your own life. Something that you really want to do, something that you're really passionate about, that dream life that you're looking for, that daydream that you've been nursing. If this is who you are, if this is your story, It may be that you have decided to grant yourself that wish, even though it means taking a hard road and gaining strength, stepping into your own strength by walking away, having the strength to walk away from what's holding you back. Again, use your best judgment here, but if this is your story, I think it's a one of very good growth. It's one of growth. It's one of empowerment for you. It may be one of some temporary hardship, but life is a temporary hardship, so we have to accept that sometimes. Now, moving on from that, I see you also have the opportunity to work with other people, to work well with other people. And if this is a professional situation for you, maybe you're a job seeker, maybe you're looking for a job out there, or maybe you just have a volunteer opportunity, you have a social group, your family, you have the opportunity to be a good part of a team, a good part of a good team, doing something really boring, doing something that really bores you. And it probably looks kind of boring on the outset. But by doing this, whatever this might be, you're going to gain some expertise. You're going to gain some very valuable experience. And so I think if I were in a situation where I was a job seeker and I had the potential for a job in front of me, if I had a job offer doing something that I thought was really boring, probably some kind of office work, by taking that job, take a look at whether or not by taking that job or joining this team, joining in with whatever it is, whether or not you could gain some extremely valuable experience by doing that. And I don't just mean experience for growth, but I mean the kind of experience that, again, grants expertise. The kind of experience that you can put on your resume, and rightfully so. Be mindful of that if that's you. You also have the opportunity right now, even with all of this going on, you have the opportunity to take stock. And this may have to do with this excess of mental energy and clarity you have right now. You have the mental energy and you have the clarity right now to take stock of what's going on in your life. Take stock of what you have. Take a good inventory of yourself and your material life specifically, but also your internal life, your emotional life. This may be an alternative as well. This may be the opportunity. You may have conflicting opportunities here. Door number one, making the leap, stepping into your strengths, stepping away from whatever that thing is, following your dream if it's a dream you're following. The door number two, taking a breather, taking a minute to be patient and really take stock before you do this thing, or really just in general. Take stock, set your boundaries. By doing this, you're going to shore up your defenses. And however this might work with whatever is going on in your life, stopping and taking stock of who you are, what you've got internally, what you have to offer the world, what you have externally, what you've got in the bank, maybe what you don't. This is going to put you in a place where your defenses are ready. You've got your armor on, okay? You're going to have your armor on, and then you're going to really be able to be independent. You're going to have that independence of soul that you need. And I don't necessarily mean rejecting the company of other people. It doesn't necessarily mean being independent of others, but it does necessarily mean being an independent soul, being independent of spirit and of mind. If you stop and take stock, you can put your armor on. You can be sure that you are well defended, and you can go forward. Even if you have to go forward alone, you can do it confidently. That's what the cards are saying here. Last on the list here, I see that you do have the opportunity to bring something to a completion. To bring something to a completion. To bring something to an end so that we can level up and go up to the next level. And this is going to involve entering into a kind of an alliance, or should I say a truce. I think that the situation this is representing may be one of conflict. It may be of conflict with another person. It may be of internal conflict. But the way to complete this, the cards are saying, to bring this to a very good and healthy conclusion, is to enter into an alliance with that which might have been antagonistic, or again, at least to a level of a truce, ceasefire. Because when you do that, yourself and that other party, or those two aspects of yourself that you've brought to a ceasefire, are then going to point their guns in the same direction. And you're going to be able to move confidently together with this other person. You're going to make a heck of a lot of progress. You're going to make progress that you didn't know you could make by setting a truce with this other person, with this other aspect of yourself again, or this situation. This is what, again, the cards are saying, and it's a very clear message here. So I think that's all I have for you this time. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for your comments, for your likes and subscribes. If you would like to support the channel, there's a link to our Patreon page in the description below. Patreon subscribers receive at least 2 additional readings every month, one for love and one for money. The love reading is divided up between singles and another for people in committed relationships, and so everyone has something to benefit from there. But once again, this is Art Kozak, and I look forward to speaking to you again in the future.